And on these lines, there cannot be any topic more significant than the one being presented by our next speaker, which is unleashing the power of SUSTech, which is how sustainability and technology are shaping the future job market. And we have with us Mr. Thiruvenkateshwaran Ramachandran, who is the CEO and co-founder of Climate.ai, an exceptional entrepreneur and sustainability technology expert with over 2 decades of experience in the field of smart and net zero building solutions. Thiru's unique blend of customer centricity, technology expertise, and leadership in marketing and sales has propelled him to great heights in the industry. As the CEO of ClimeUp, the pioneering SUSTech company, he has been at the forefront of developing a revolutionary sustainability intelligence platform designed for medium to large enterprises worldwide. This platform empowers organizations to drive sustainable progress by providing them with actionable intelligence. His visionary leadership has been instrumental in bringing this innovative solution to the market and being a significant impact on the global sustainability landscape. Before founding ClimeUp, Thiru held the position of Head of Digital and IoT at Planet Smart City, where he spearheaded the development of an award-winning PropTech SaaS platform. And through social innovation and implementation of cutting-edge digital artificial intelligence of things technologies, this platform has positively transformed lives and communities. His dedication to leveraging technology for social good has earned him recognition and acclaim within the industry. Thiru's expertise extends beyond sustainability technology as he holds a patent for an IoT robotic solution. He has also led the IoT and AR/VR practice at Cognizant, a global technology consulting company, where he showcased his proficiency in emerging technologies and their applications. I think most importantly, Thiru comes across as a very passionate sustainability driver, and we are so keenly looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much for the great introduction, Shraddha. And once again, congratulations for the entire iNurture team for launching this Center for ESG Acceleration. Good luck with all the efforts you guys putting in. And again, it was an insightful session. I've been listening all the speakers from my panelists to connect to John. And it's a very learning exercise for me, learning from different experts in this space. And so the idea for my topic is to bring the industry expertise, because I didn't come from education background, of course, but we deal with institutions in a certain format for deploying IoT solutions, net zero solutions. So from that perspective, we have a connection. We know what is important, and from a hiring perspective, we know what is needed for the candidates to get the jobs and the placements, what we see as a gap. So I'm going to share the experience from an industry perspective. So it's going to be a little different than what you may be hearing for the last 2 hours. And before I start, how much time I have, Shraddha? I know we crossed our time limit, but I just want to know the time for this.
Yeah, we'll keep it for 10 minutes if that's okay with you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I just prepared to share the opportunities available around sustainability and what is SUSTech and how the SUSTech is going to shape the future jobs, and how the students and the staffs should prepare for these opportunities, right? So this is 4 areas. Before I jump in, I'd like to share something. Most of you are familiar with this. So any guesses? Yeah, I don't see comment enabled, but yeah, I'll move forward. So this is the Tesla Gigafactory, which already claims running in 100% of renewable energy for all its operations. Okay, and yeah, so this is iPhone, as you all know. Apple is already committed, and they going for 100% supplier-oriented net zero by 2030. So that's the commitment they've given for the carbon neutral. And if you could see, they already started integrating some of the recycling circularity aspects, like using recycling water bottle caps for the antennas and stuff like that. And so this is from Mercedes-Benz. So they already committed to move towards complete electrification of the products by 2039, including the carbon emission reduction and net zero goals. And it's not only for these industries, even the movie and media industries also taking steps in terms of the environmental damages and cost savings by reusing the the natural resources utilities as part of the programs or the shoot they do, right? So the reason I shared this is all these are already happening. So yeah, so the sustainability education is not only for the future generations, it's already happening. So anybody coming out of the college right now needs to know what is sustainability and how it relates to their job in day-to-day life. In terms of the opportunities, again, it's spoken a high time, but just to give the numbers, so the global asset under management for ESG is going to cross 1/3 of the global asset under management, which is like 50 trillion by 2025. That is an estimated number. In terms of job opportunities, I mean, you could find a lot of numbers, and there is no better reason why iNurture started this program, because there is a huge skill gap and the demand for ESG. And the last 3 years, close to 500% of ESG jobs in India. And it's the trend across the globe, but since the majority forums is from India, so I just statistics from India. I hope it was useful. In terms of the green jobs, there are many data around it, but one data which is very credible is there's going to be 18 million jobs by 2030, focusing on green and sustainability. And the top 5 jobs for that opportunity is going to be around these areas: renewable energy engineers, eco builder is nothing but building a sustainable building, net zero building, energy efficient buildings from a construction real estate point of view, because that constitutes close to 40% of global emissions. In terms of the circularity, waste management, so the recycler is one another areas where there will be a lot of opportunities for the candidates. And again, the agriculture, urban farming is another area. So there is going to be a lot of innovation in vertical farming. So those aspects. And last but not least, sustainability experts who are expert in all the policies, the best practices, and the driving the sustainability agenda within the corporate. So it's actually the key driver for enabling every industries in this space. So that is again going to be a very critical job. Yeah, so now we know the opportunity, and we know that all the companies are doing this already. It's not something that's going to come. But what is SUSTECH? So SUSTECH, see, it's very straightforward, sustainability plus technology, right? So any initiatives or any decision you are going to take a sustainability needs technology, because we are talking at large scale, and industries are so far innovated for better efficiency, more production, and more economy. So that has been the focus, and engineers are motivated to do innovation in those metrics. But for some reason, the environment impact and the people impact has been completely neglected, because that is not the key metrics for the people doing the R&D, right? So that is going to change. So the SUSTECH is like the way you're going to innovate your product is going to revolve around different set of metrics, right from sourcing of the material, which has the ethically sourced material for producing a product. That means that so it has all the aspects of environmental considerations and social considerations, so that you start with a clean slate, and whatever the product you're going to produce, it is also going to be sustainable. So that's the level of the eligibility criteria for anybody who's going to work on a new innovation and product, be it a fashion or anything. Right? So every industry is impacted by this revolution of system. So what I see from engineering or environmental science student perspective, so whatever you learn today, be it a civil, electrical, electronics, or biotech, so there is a set of syllabus curriculum has been taught for how that is used in your core business operations or your day-to-day life. But the sustainability aspects is going to be part of the job for your future job opportunity. So that means that if you are a civil engineer, you need to be aware of so what are the alternate green material which needs to be used? What are the alternate ways you can do design the buildings such a way that it actually leverages less energy and maybe a net zero building, right? So this is a new dimension in which the engineering needs to be taught. It's not only about you do your planning and then you move to the BIM model and then go to the next stage of construction. It's not the case. It's more about how sustainably you do it. Similarly, if you take somebody innovating on, let's say, electronic materials, so again, you need to worry about the product carbon emission. So what is the carbon emitted by the product, right from the sourcing till you make the product, and then even at the consumer side. So once you give the product to the suppliers and then the users, so what is the impact for environment if it is thrown away? And what is the impact for your users if they are using this product for a long time? So all those factors are seriously considered as part of the product design, right? So the technology is going to big play, like right from renewable energy, finding alternate energy sources, right? So everything needs to be, the students needs to be updated on all these innovation happening so that you are able to make a right choice of, okay, for my job, what is the right options available for me to recommend and adopt these technologies. So that's the level of the knowledge and awareness is required for the candidates coming out of the college and looking for an opportunity. Yeah, I pretty much summed up, but just to reiterate, what we see is there is going to be a dual specialization. So it's not only the core engineering aspects. You need to have sustainability as a curriculum or a subject or maybe an additional uh, specialization you need to do along with your core engineering so that you are not missing the sustainability aspects while you study your core engineering, right? And it's very mandatory to have a basic digital data analytics skills for anybody who's going to work on sustainability. So the reason being, it's not Boolean. So it's not like you do this or you do that. It's actually the journey. So which means that whatever the decision you take, the technology you adapt, you should be able to measure the progress or the impact of those solutions over a period of time to make the right choices of or sustainable implementation. So whoever is looking forward to work on this space definitely needs to be familiar with a good amount of data analytics skills so that you are able to really measure the impact of the technology you are leveraging, the energy you are using, the resources you are consuming for your productization, everything. So it's very primary skill set. And there is already a lot of innovation happening, experimentation happening, like even to produce uh, air conditioning without emitting GHGs, right? Or construction without using steels, alternate material for that. So a lot of innovation happening, but these innovations are yet to be validated, tested, so that a lot of these could be failing or misleading as a sustainable product, but it may not be sustainable. It may cause more environmental damage. So the student or whoever is getting into the space, so ready to innovate and experiment and then find the right solution for the company to deploy such a sustainable implementations, right? So how the company benefits from these initiatives, what iNurture does. So basically, the students coming out of the college should know how to build a low carbon design for whatever the area they are working on. So if you're building a new product from mechanical, electrical, or fashion. So you need to know what is the right way to build a low carbon design and how you can leverage less energy and make it an energy efficient product throughout the process of productization. And again, you need to find opportunity to leverage renewable energies as possible, clean energies, and avoiding direct emissions. So again, these are the new techniques the team needs to know. How do I avoid the emissions? That is something you prevent it, and that is something you try to correct it once you make a mistake. So this avoided direct emission is something you could prevent it if you plan it properly, and that is again helps the enterprises to make a right sustainable journey. And then once you make something wrong, so you have to know how to remove it so that you don't cause a lot of damages. So this is more from an environmental aspect. So the same thing applicable to the social aspect as well. So those consideration also needs to be done when you are building a product. Yeah. So finally, how should you prepare? Sustech is a multidisciplinary field. It demands expertise in various domains. That means that you need to go beyond your current specialization of courses and expand your skills to be aware of sustainability as a basic skill and even the other cross-functional engineering skills so that you know how to collaborate with the different teams, different engineering divisions to come up with the right product, which is actually a sustainable product, right? It cannot be done in silos. In terms of awareness, like I mentioned earlier, there is a lot of developments, a lot of suspects coming, a lot of innovations coming in energy space, transportation side. So in every aspects of it, so it is very important to know whether the choices you are making is very right for your organization. So you need to be aware of the latest developments. And of course, so you need to have a practical experience. So sustainability is a space where you cannot have only theories to ensure that, okay, if you do this, everything can be sustainable. No. So you need to have industry connects. You need to take internships. You need to work with companies to understand how they do help companies to take the sustainability journey. And during the process, you learn sustainability aspects of it. So this is something I see practically should help the students who are coming out from the final years or aspiring to build a sustainable career in the future. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity and have a nice evening, guys. So,
thank you,
over to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We've always been excited about green jobs and the need for sustainability and all. But, your statistics have been very reinforcing, very encouraging. 468% increase of ESG jobs. It's pretty phenomenal. And you talk about, combination of sustainability expertise and technology acumen. I think that's really what is paving our way ahead as well. We do feel that there is a very conscious effort required for teaching engineering differently and the abundance of innovations and experiments that are necessary. And, you mentioned in the beginning, you will be speaking about something very different. And this is exactly what we sort of appreciate, So if you look at our event today, from school to college to corporate, we've tried to build and synthesize everything as an experience so that we can learn and we can also imbibe a lot of things that we feel are so critical for our future planning. So thank you so much for sharing that. And as we move towards the closure of today's event, we would want to share glimpses of some events that are coming up soon. We're also so excited about the interactions we've had today with our speakers. And I would really like to once again express my gratitude to Dr. Frendas, to John Cannings. We've had a great discussion with both of you. Enoch, interesting proficiency model that you have shared, and of course Thiru, who kind of summed it up from a where we should go perspective. So thank you all of you once again for spending time and making this so memorable. All the learnings that we have around critical thinking, empathy, cross-cultural communication, importance of well-being, ability to carry out purposeful action, and everything that you have shared has been so important for us. So thank you once again. In the end, I would only want to say that let us ignite change through education and pave the way for a brighter, equitable, and sustainable future. We have a pledge which we wanted to show, which we wanted to take as being part of this conclave, all of us together. This is the power we have together to shape minds and hearts of the next generation, to instill the values and knowledge which is necessary to a world to thrive in harmony. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Shraddha Kanwar signing off for today. Thank you and namaskar. Bye-bye.